Hey, this is SJ Talks of Life coming back at you. I'm going to play this Joel's Lowell uh, clip. Black women need to do this. And then I'm going to add my commentary.
An amazing therapist. And I had a really good session with her yesterday. And I want to share it with you all. Welcome to Hillman Talk University. I'm your professor of Whiteness 101. To all my Black people, big, warm, tight hug to all of you. And to all my white people, my payment information is right here. I'm a Black woman, and most of us are exhausted of giving you information and doing the work so you can sit on our backs and benefit for free. So if you want to be here, I need you to pay your tuition and pay Black women for their time. So during my therapy session, I finally broke down to my therapist and I said, it is exhausting being a Black woman. And it's so funny. She said, at the start of the session, when I asked you how you were doing and you just gave me side eye, we could have ended it right there. We both started laughing. I love her so much. And I said, I feel like, at least, don't get me wrong, my whole life, and before my life, came to be, this has been going on. But I said, especially since November 5th, it is difficult to be a Black woman.
Mm-hmm. Preach.
I said, I got white people with their expectations of us, and we can't have our own spaces. They always got to take advantage of us, and there's so much hate and vitriol going on right now. And I said, even within the Black community, we're questioning each other's Blackness, and we're resting, but we're not resting because we got to boycott this place and we got to boycott that place. And now we all hate Tabitha Brown. I don't. And now we all hate Tabitha Brown because you can be Black and successful, but not too Black and successful, because then you become the enemy. And I said, it's too many fucking rules. I said, we're supposed to be resting right now, but we still got a list of rules, and you can only have natural hair, and it's got to be this texture, and you can't straighten it because then you hate yourself. And then we got white people policing Black hair too. And I said, I feel like there's too many rules and stipulations on what it means to be Black, and the weight of it is causing me to crash and burn, and I've had panic attacks, and I feel so much pressure. So we talked about a couple things during the session. And she gave me some homework, and I already shared it with one of my mutuals on here. And I said, it really caused me to think. And she said, your homework, and it's your homework too. She said, next session, I want you can make a collage or you can write. She said, I want you to tell me what your definition of being a Black woman is. And I couldn't, and it stumped me for a second. And she said, I get that it's more work. And I said, yeah, something else I got to do. But she said, just trust me and we'll discuss it. And I couldn't think of anything. And hold on, let me finish talking first before you comment. But I couldn't figure it out because I've been all my entire life been told what Black women are supposed to be. And literally this morning it came to me, and I don't know how to draw, so I'm just going to have to tell her what my visual was. But I just saw the image of a Black woman in chains. And that's all I got right now. And I'm so tired. I feel like what it means to be a Black woman is to constantly have rules and expectations, and and if you don't meet this person's expectations, you fall short. And if you don't meet this person's expectations, you fall short. And we cannot be ourselves, because if you like this music or this type of stuff, you're not being Black enough. You can't date white men, but then Black men ain't shit. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, you're not qualified to do this, you're not. We're always being undermined, and we're always being questioned. So that's all I got at the moment.
Preach.
Is an image of a black woman in chains, and she's trying to break free, but she can't.
That's a good analogy.
So I want to share this homework with y'all, and y'all can write your answers in the comment section only if you want to. I want my black people to tell me, what does it mean to be a black woman? And don't give me any soft, fluffy, happy answers. If it means to be beautiful, it means to, I want you to tell me the truth of what it feels like to be a black woman in this climate. And for my white people, after you've paid your tuition,
that's funny.
I want you to tell me what your definition of a black woman is. And again, do not give me you're not allowed to be like, I think being a black woman means you're a beautiful goddess who floats on a god. Shut the fuck up. Y'all like when I'm real, cut the bullshit. What does it mean to you to be a black woman? And don't give me no Hallmark movie answer bullshit.
I know that's right.
In my class, we show up sometimes in bonnets with pajama pants on and a bag of hot Cheetos and no makeup, and we cuss and we unzip our pants and we let our guts out and we just chill. We don't do the fake bullshit here. As I'm on my healing journey, I want you, I'll share as much as I'm comfortable, but I want to help heal my black folks too. I want us all to be free together.
Preach.
So when you're ready, if you got to save this video, I'll come back later.
Yeah, I love this. When I heard this, I was like, well, Jules, you blocked me, so I can't tell you in your comment section that what I feel like it means to be a black woman. So I'm going to talk about, because since I'm a content creator myself, I'm going to talk about in this video what it means to me to be a black woman. Great question. Excellent question. She made some very excellent points. It's like, as I've said many times here on YouTube, black women are in a constant, perpetual, no-win situation. And the first thing I could think of when she said that, what does it mean to be a black woman? The first thing I thought of was a nightmare. It's a nightmare that I cannot wake up from. That was the first thing that came into my mind. That's what it means for me. From me, I'm not speaking for no other black woman. I'm speaking for June. Okay, I'm not speaking for any other black woman. I'm just speaking for myself, from my perspective. What it means to me to be a black woman is a perpetual nightmare. It's a never-ending nightmare that I cannot wake up from. And because it's like we're in this perpetual no-win situation, just like she said. It's just like she said. It's like we can't, we got our own men constantly trashing us, dogging us out. We have society telling us that we're not good enough. Putting white women up on a pedestal. You know, it's been going on ever since the beginning of time. We got our own men. I mean, with them, you got to consider the source, because their men are the leaders of this country. But we got our own men. We got our own men doing that to us. We got our own men telling us that we're not good enough. We're always being told that we're not enough. We're not enough. We're not black enough. Our hair ain't good enough. This and that and other. Like she said, it's like all these rules, like she said. It's just what she said. And then when we go on these jobs, these white women give us a hard time. I don't know about you guys, but when I was in the workforce, the white women gave me a hard time. They gave me a hard time. I had to leave 2 jobs because of them. They are a hot mess in the workplace towards black women. They are evil to black women in the workplace, and it's not talked about enough. And then the fact that I'm disabled, I cannot work, is probably a blessing in disguise because I don't have to deal with that anymore. But we got to deal with that. We got to deal with society telling us we're not good enough. Nobody cares about what happens to us. Something can happen to us, and nobody cares. The black femicide rate is on 10, but nobody cares. But when something happens to a black woman, they'll investigate it for 30 years until they find out who did it. But poor Shanquella Robinson never got any justice. Went to Mexico and got beat up by her own kind. Beat to death by her own kind. And they came over here and they never held those people accountable. And now they probably don't even remember her name. But if something happens to a white woman, we'll look for her, unalive her for 30 years until they find them. Nobody, her family, her mother and father will most likely die without getting justice for what happened to their baby girl. And that's what it is, what it means to be a black woman. Nobody cares about what happens to you. Nobody cares about how we feel.
You share your answer.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It is a nightmare. When she said that, it was the first thing that popped into my head. It is a nightmare that I feel like what it means to be a black woman is a nightmare that I cannot wake up from. We constantly got our own men trashing us all the time. Not giving us support, If don't be a black woman and be a single mother. Oh my God, you're the most worst, terrible person on the planet. We are expected to carry the whole black community on our shoulders. It is too much. It is too much. We're at the highest risk of everything, cancer, AIDS. It's like she said, it's exhausting. It's exhausting being a black woman. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. And I know I've said this in other videos. If there was a such thing as reincarnation, I would come back as a white male. I wouldn't even come back as a woman. I'm serious. I'm serious. Yeah. Being a black woman, it's a nightmare to me. And I'm not speaking for other black women. I'm only speaking for myself. From my perspective. I am not defined by my race. I refuse to be defined by my race. I'm just trying to be June. But being June is not good enough. I'm told that, I've been told that I am not basically a reverse stereotype. I'm not assertive enough. I don't stand up for myself enough. But then when I do stand up for myself, it's a problem. Okay, we're always expected to be so strong. We're not expected to feel. We're expected to always suck things up. Just suck everything up. Just suck it up. We're always expected to be this pillar of strength all the time. At the end of the day, we're human beings just like everybody else. But we're expected to be, I don't know, maybe people expect us to be superhuman or something. I don't know. But it is exhausting trying to be everything to everybody. trying to be everything to everybody. And that's what it means, this not having rights. Even statistically, we don't even make the same amount. We make less money than our white counterparts in the workplace. We don't even make the money that we supposed to be making. And consistently having people tell you that you're not good enough, that you're not enough. But then black women getting BBLs and things like that, you get trashed and looked down on. But people never consider the source as to why. Because people are constantly telling us that we're not enough. We got society telling us that. We got our own men telling us that. Like she said, you got the white people policing our hair, and then you have people in our own community that police our hair. We don't even have the luxury of wearing our hair the way we want to wear it without being accused of hating ourselves. See, white women got privileges they don't even realize they have. I seen a white woman with blue hair. I said, now if I walked around with blue hair, I would get called ratchet, ghetto, and hood. If I walked around with if I got a blue wig and put it on my head, I would be called ghetto, ratchet, and hood. But they can walk around with blue hair. Oh, it's cute. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're always expected to you know, and it's still not good enough. We expected to carry ourselves in this exemplary way, and it's still not good enough. Still not good enough. It's still not good enough. So that's what being a black woman means to me. It's a nightmare. It's a straight up nightmare that I cannot wake up from. And that's just how I feel about it. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know, guys. Ladies, black ladies. I even have black men coming in my comment sections, trashing me, putting me down. They're the only people that do that to me. They're the only people that do that to me. I'm not saying all of them, but when I get insults, it's usually coming from a black man. So, yeah, our own men trash us. They trash us. And I've had some black men say some terrible things about me on this app. Yeah, horrible things. Yep. So, yep. Hit me up in that comment section. I thought about that when she said that. I said, yeah. I couldn't put it in her comment section because she blocked me. She blocks people at the drop of a hat. But I still love her content. What the heck? Bless her heart. But hit me up in the comment section. Let me know if black ladies, what it means to you. Oh, did I mention colorism? It's so much. It's just so much. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know, and if you look at her content, go and comment on hers too. But hit me up. Let me know. That is a good question. What does it mean to you to be a black woman? What does it mean to you to be a black woman? That's a good question. Okay. You guys hit that like button, shoot my algorithm right on up there, and the share button. And I'll see you guys later. Be blessed.